Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Taylor Swift Friday. How are all of you doing? How is everybody doing? You having a good week? You're looking forward to the weekend? I just checked because I wanted to make sure I was doing all these songs like correctly. So I just had a look how many were left on the album. And based on how many are left, we're going to have to do 3 more videos, I believe. We'll do 1 free, 1 4, and 1 free in terms of songs. That way it'll line up all nicely. There's 17 songs in the playlist I'm reacting to. So hopefully that's all correct. I just wanted to say that before I go in. So we're going to do 3 today. We're going to do Dorothea, Coney Island, and Ivy. And then next week we'll do 4, and then we'll end on 3. Maybe we'll do like a little bonus at the end as well. I think that could be kind of fun. If you guys have got any idea what a bonus could be, let me know. Maybe we'll do that just to make it like just something to like a little bow on the top once we finish Evermore. So far, this album has definitely followed a theme, but it's been absolutely stunning in one area in particular, for me at least, and that is its writing. I truly believe Evermore is one of the best written albums I have ever heard. I don't just mean from Taylor, I mean ever. It is pure poetry. Every song tells a story. It has been masterfully crafted. Every single song has blown my mind in terms of writing. Even the ones I have already heard. Even the ones I'm hearing twice are blowing my mind again, just having the lyrics on the screen and understanding how truly incredible the writing is around them. Everything is a mini movie, and I've fallen in love with every song so far. So let's continue our journey through Evermore. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you want to support this channel. Thank you to everybody who shares these reactions. A bunch of you I've seen like chopping them up, my previous reactions, uploading them to your TikTok and everything. And I just want to say thank you so much. We're quite a small Swiftie reaction channel here on YouTube, and that's because obviously we react to so much other stuff as well. So all of you who share my reactions in other places, I really appreciate you. I don't think you guys know how much. I see it every now and then pop up, and I see as many as I can, and I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate all of you trying to just trying to get us out there. I really appreciate all of you are helping. Maybe one day get a gold plaque on that wall. Anyway, enough of my talking. If you're watching this on Patreon, hello, I hope you're doing well as well. Link to the Patreon's in the description. And let's jump into my first reaction to Taylor Swift's Dorothea.
Hey Dorothea, do you ever stop and think about me? When we were younger, down in the park, honey, making a lark of the misery.
Already, this reminds me, this album feels every now and then like a callback to young Taylor. A lot of the songs have like that country feel, and Dorothea, just 20 seconds in, has that feel as well, like an older Taylor Swift feel.
Park, honey,
and by older, I mean younger, if that makes sense.
You got shiny friends since you left town. A tiny screen's the only place I see you now. And I got nothing but well wishes for ya.
Ah, okay, about someone who left the town and made it as a star then?
Ooh, this place is the same as it ever was. Ooh, but you don't like it that way.
I'm a sucker for simple, lyricless notes, if that makes sense. You know, just like an ooh tone. It reminds me of a band I really love called Think. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. If you haven't, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's Think with an F. Love them. This song already kind of gives me that vibe. Love the shot, by the way, like the field and the hills.
It's never too late to come back to my side. The stars in your eyes shined brighter and super low. And if you're ever tired of being known for who you know, you always know me, Dorothea.
Love this. Love this. I love the image they've used. I love the way the grass is moving in the wind. Oh! This song has such a campfire vibe to it. I could just imagine like nighttime, a bunch of like old log cabins, everyone sitting around a campfire, you know, or like maybe it's by a beach as well, but like the whole premise has to be done in darkness, done in nighttime, and everyone's just walking around this campsite, you know, vibing with one another. Someone's got the guitar performing this song. It has that very like rustic, personal nature feel. Oh! Oh!
piss off your mom and her pageant schemes. And damn Dorothea, they all wanna be ya, but are you still the same soul mad under the bleachers? Well, ooh.
I love that this song, for me, unless I missed some lyrics earlier, could either be a song about a past love. You know, someone just like watching someone that they used to have a relationship with, someone that they really loved, and they've seen them like grow and maybe change on the outside, but wondering if on the inside they're still the same, that person that they fell in love with. Or it's a story just about friendship, like a bond and a friendship, and just like missing your friend and seeing your friend succeed and just being like, oh, you know, I'm so happy for you, I'm so happy you're succeeding, and I wonder if you ever think about me at all, and just the curiosity of like the connection you once shared. And I like that it could be interpreted as both ways. Honestly, Dorothea is a freaking amazing song, and once again, there's that perfect Evermore writing. Every song is a story, every single one.
But it's never too late to come back to my side. The stars in your eyes shine brighter in Tupelo. And if you're ever tired of being known for who you know, you know.
Oh, I love this line. I love this line. The way the entire song matches the vibe it's putting out there. From the instrumental, the soft piano, the amazing guitar work, that slap drum, everything feels rustic and country-esque, which again is a callback, it feels, to earlier Taylor albums, you know, but at the same time it isn't. It's very different. It's an evolved version. It feels very country, but not the kind of country music that we're used to. It feels more country in the sense that it's like a nighttime air of like a like, I don't know how to describe it. You know, I don't know how to describe it. Like, the only word I can think of is like hippie, but that feels like the wrong word. that doesn't fit. But that's literally all I can think of. It's country, but more nature. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. It's more of a country nature style, if that makes sense. An evolved version. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's such a vibe. Is that a town in the distance? I thought that whole time that was like a rock face. Is this the town? This is the story, the old town. Nothing's changed. Everything's in this beautiful country. I see. Those are houses, aren't they? Taylor and Aaron just wrote fucking masterpieces with Evermore. They absolutely freaking did. My gosh. They have nailed the writing in this album. I want people to know just how much I mean that. Evermore, I've listened to so many Taylor songs at this point. We've done over 200 individual reactions to Taylor, and multiple of those reactions have had multiple songs in. We've listened to so much, different live versions, clips, and all sorts over the last year and a few months that we've been reacting to Taylor, right? We have gone down the rabbit hole hard. And I'm telling you right now, Evermore for me is her best written album. It absolutely is. And I'm not saying it's my favorite album. I'm not saying it would be my most listened to album. I'm not saying it isn't either. But fuck me, it is so well written. Every song is a movie. Every song I feel like is a memory or a story or like whether it's a work of fiction or like whatever, it doesn't matter. It is a story. And you sit there and you're listening to it and you're sucked into it. And sometimes you feel related to it and you feel like it's a story about you, or you're just there enjoying a story about someone else. You know, whether it's a romance or a friendship or a bond or just an idea or some sort of murder mystery. Everything tells a story. And Dorothea does just that. It tells the story of either this friendship or this romance, you know, this person who's left your town and moved on with their lives and made something of themselves, and they're this shining superstar now. but your town's the same, and you're this kind of person who loves that. You love that your town's the same. You love everybody, and you love that there's like an innocence to it, and you see Dorothea, this shining superstar, and you wonder, like, will they ever come back? Are they still the same person? Are they still that same person that you knew and you loved? Is that them, or are they different now? And then you're like, I guess I'll just never know, and you finally accept that they've moved on, and because they've moved on, that means they're not coming back, and that connection is severed. But there's like a peace because you wish them well, and you can see that. It plays out in your mind like a movie. You can imagine this on the big screen. It really does. It clicks. Every single song from Evermore could be taken and expanded and turned into a movie. Every single one. It feels like when Taylor wrote this album, she sat down, binge-watched 100 movies, and decided to write songs based on her favorite ones. That's what this album feels like. Condense movies into 3 to 4 minutes, make them into songs. That's what it feels like. It is incredibly well written, that every single song has that energy, every single song has that feel, that we have the mellow uniform from every single one as well. It's just fantastic. And the lyrics are so damn fucking brilliant that you relate to every single one, you feel every single one, and you're taken along on this wonderful journey. Honestly, just an outstandingly well-created album. Brilliant song, Dorothea. Brilliant. I was imagining everything unfolding in my mind. Everything. It's amazing that a song can do that. And I cannot wait to check out the next one. So let's do it. Coney Island. This one's featuring The National, but I don't know who The National are. Does anyone else look at the imagery and try and get a sense of what the emotional depth is going to be of a song? Like right now it seems kind of dark and desolate.
Break my soul in two, looking for you, but you're right.
And then the first lines are literally break my soul in two, which kind of matches the feeling.
Break my soul in two, looking for you, but you're right here. If I can't relate to you any more than who am I related to? And if this is the long haul, how'd we get here so soon? Did I close my fist around something delicate? Did I shatter you?
The writing, double meanings, and symbolism already in the first minute of this song is brilliant. It matches the imagery we're seeing. It feels darker, it feels slower, it feels more solemn than the last one. It matches it just perfectly. Clicks and just you feel it and you're lost in it, but the lyrics are what takes us there, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but the lyrics, again, the lyrics, outstanding.
Delicate, did I shatter you? And I'm sitting on a bench in Coney Island, wondering where did my baby go?
That line, did I close my fist around something delicate and shatter you, almost feels like in a moment, the way I interpret that is, you have an argument with someone and you lash out and say something you can't take back, and then you've shattered that relationship. You've crossed that line.
The fast times, the bright lights, the merry-go. Sorry for not making you my centerfold. Over and over, lost again with no surprises. Disappointments, close your eyes and it gets colder and colder when the sun goes down.
The question pounds my head, what's a lifetime of achievement?
Perfectly fitting vocals. I'm guessing this is The National. I didn't know. I actually didn't expect to hear anyone else sing on this song, because a name like The National, I assumed it was just going to be someone doing the instrumental on this one, just because it doesn't sound like an actual person. You know, it's like that's what I thought. It was like a group, and maybe they would handle the instrumental. I was definitely wrong, but the vocals fit just like that into the tone of this song.
If I pushed you to the edge, but you were too polite to leave me, do you miss the rogue who coaxed you into paradise and left you there? Will you forget give my soul when you're too wise to trust me and too old to care.
We were like the mall before the internet. It was the one place to be. The mischief that gift wrapped suburban dreams.
Sorry for not winning you an arcade ring. Over and over. Lost.
I'm really trying to like analyze the song here, but this might be the one I'm struggling to the most on so far on Evermore. I would say mainly because of how complex the lyrics are. Everything is double wordplay. Everything is like symbolically written as poetry. This makes someone like me struggle to properly analyze and break down the story that the song is presenting. I would definitely say it feels like a relationship that's ended and the regrets that come at the end, and looking back at it and realizing maybe you were the one in the wrong. Maybe you didn't put enough into it. Maybe you didn't love this person enough, and you like start hearing their complaints, but it's too late, and you're looking back and you're like, oh, I hope you can forgive me. This one's on me. That's what it feels like.
Just again with no surprises, disappointments, close your eyes and it gets colder and colder.
The tone and the vocals are mesmerizing.
Goes down.
There's an insidious feel to them, and there's beauty in that.
Waiting at a road spot in the tree line by the gold clock. Did I leave you hanging every single day?
We're standing in the hallway with a big cake. Happy birthday. Did I paint your bluest skies the darkest gray? The universe away. And when I got into the accident, the sight that flashed before me was your face.
But when I walked up to the podium, I think that I forgot to say your name.
Okay. That one line changed the entire course of the song. And now it definitely feels like a song about regret. It definitely feels like a relationship that's ended and it's too late to take things back. But the significance of that is changing. And now I'm nervous to press play. This could be a lot heavier than I previously thought. The tone of the lyric video is kind of scaring me a little bit now, I'd say.
I'm on a bench in Coney Island, wondering where did my baby go? The fast times, the bright lights, the merry-go. Sorry for not making you my centerfold. Over and over, lost again with no surprises, disappointments. Close your eyes and it gets colder and colder when the sun goes down.
I'm reading the lyrics differently now. Colder and colder when the sun goes down. It used to just feel like a relationship that the relationship gets colder and colder between you before it breaks. Now it feels different.
When the sun goes down, the sight that flashed before me was your face. When the sun goes down, but I think that I forgot to say your name over and over. Sorry for not making you mine, making you mine. Making you my centerfold.
Interesting. The simple line about the accident, for me, could mean two things. It could either be just a simple accident and a worry and scared, but in that moment it's significant enough that this accident makes you have that flash, you know? What do you care about? What do you love? What do you miss? And in that moment you realize, oh, I love this person, I miss this person, I want this person. And maybe that was what started the regretful emotions that then led to looking back at your past relationship that you lost with like feelings like that, you know? Oh, you know, I wish I put more effort into that. That person was really special and I just took them for granted. Or the darkness of the lyric video, the lonely Ferris wheel of Coney Island, the memories of someone, and the regrets you feel with no longer being able to share that bond and relationship with them, comes from a death. Comes from an accident that was significant and they're no longer around. And I feel like a lot of the lyrics kind of lean towards that as well. And I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but it just changed this whole song into something that felt much darker. And that matches the tones. The song itself felt darker. It felt insidious. It felt heavier. I mean, the vocals from the National that came in felt solemn and sorrowful and slow and heavy. And so did Taylor's. And that was all enhanced when the National started singing and Taylor started duetting with the National. And we got that heaviness, that weight. It just times 10. And then when the lyrics shifted, the tone of the song got darker, and then it was over. Again, a beautifully crafted story through lyrics, but the significance of it, I don't know. There was a real, like, heaviness to this one. A real pain to it. It definitely is like a song that kind of takes the breath out of your lungs, isn't it? And listening to these songs, I'm having a lot of fun, like reading the lyrics and feeling the emotions and following the story, the emotional way as the song presents it. And Coney Island kind of squeezed my heart a bit too tight then. I'd love to know what the song is actually about, and I'd also love to know other people's interpretations of it. This one is a vastly complex song. I don't know if I've done it justice, but I did very much enjoy it. But it also scared the crap out of me in a weird way. And I hope that makes sense. Alright, well, we're moving on to hopefully... I'm pretty sure I've heard Ivy before, by the way. I'm pretty sure I've heard this one. I recognize the name. I'm fairly confident I've heard it. But I might be wrong. I just have to see. At this point, it's kind of hard because a lot of Taylor songs I've heard multiple times, but there's a lot I've also only heard once in reactions, and some I only heard like once when I've done live performances, which makes it even harder for me to like properly remember them. And I hope you guys understand that. So maybe the name definitely sounds familiar. I don't know if it's Evie or Ivy. Probably Evie. But let's go.
How's one to know? I'd meet you where the spirit meets the bones in a faith forgotten land.
Love that house.
Your touch brought forth an incandescent glow, tarnished but so grand.
It's funny, immediately that picture reminds me of the UK. The tree looks like an old oak tree, maybe. It looks very British. It feels like the UK. That feels like a British shot.
Glow, tarnished but so grand.
Even the tiles in the
and
room.
The old widow goes to the stone every day, but I don't. I just sit here and wait, grieving for the living. Oh, goddamn, my pain fits in the palm of your freezing hand, taking mine, but it's been promised to another. I can't stop you putting roots in my dreamland. My house of stone, your ivy grows, and now I'm covered in you.
This song really makes you realize how incredible the lyric videos are. Like the atmosphere that the lyric videos create match the song so beautifully. This house covered in ivy, the song being called Ivy, and the lyrics matching that. All of it just comes together, and you have this perfect painting. You know, painting of words, painting of instrumental, painting of images. You just do. Pure art in every aspect. I love that symbolism. Your ivy grows and I'm covered in you. Like this house that we're looking at right here.
I wish to know the fatal flaw that makes you long to be magnificently cursed. He's in the room. Your opal eyes are all I wish to see. He wants what's only yours. Oh, goddamn, my pain fits in the palm of your freezing hand. Taking mine, but it's been promised to another. Oh, I can't stop you putting roots in my dreamland. My house of stone, your ivy grows, and now I'm covered. Clover blue.
This song, I have no idea what it's about at all. Like none. I'm really enjoying the like guitar work on this one. Again, it is a very country-esque style of guitar work, which I really like. Almost, it sounds like a banjo sort of playing, which I really like. It kind of adds to the feel of it all as well, especially the song being around Ivy. I'm kind of getting that country-esque feeling. I would say Taylor's vocals are matching it too. I could just imagine her doing like a live performance of this, holding a banjo or even like a ukulele or anything like that, like one of the softer sort of sounding guitars, and performing this as an acoustic version. It has that kind of energy, but the lyrics, I am mega struggling, you know. My heart is in your icy hands, but it belongs to another. It's I am struggling. I'd like to properly analyze the lyrics, but I'm just enjoying the song on this one a bit more.
In the field, spring breaks loose, time is near. What would he do if he found us out?
Okay, I feel like that line helps a lot.
Coast is clear, spring breaks loose, but so does fear. He's gonna burn this house to the ground.
Alright, it's an about an affair. That's what I'm getting now. It's an about an affair. It's gonna burn this house to the ground. You know, there's fear in the relationship. My heart belongs to another, but you're taking me, you know. Well, maybe I could just don't need to add more to it. There you go. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that vibe now.
House want to know. I'd live and die for moments that we stole. Unbegged and borrowed time.
The significance
So tell
of
me to run,
these interactions.
or dare to sit and watch what will become, and drink my husband's wine. Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, it's an about an affair. You know, this person is getting caught up in this romance. They're feeling things they haven't felt. They're really clicking with this person. And there's two avenues in front of them, and you know they're addicted to the bad. You know, in this situation, do we stay? Do we see what happens when my husband comes home and we just roll with that situation, or do you want me to run? Should I run with you? Should we escape here and start something together somewhere else? But it almost seems like a person who is attracted to the bad situation, the fear and those emotions that come with the fear, the excitement, rather than the actual person.
My pain fits in the palm of your freezing hand. Taking mine, but it's been promised to another. Oh, I can't stop you putting roots in my dreamland. My house of stone, your ivy grows, and now I'm covered.
Everything has clicked now. Everything makes sense. I totally understand. I'm there. I get it. I'm saying all this with a smile and like twinkling eyes, but it's a horrifically brutal kind of song when you think about the lyrics like this. You know, it is about an affair. It is about a happy marriage and a person on the outside coming in and destroying that entire thing. You know, covering this perfect marriage, this stone house in ivy. But I will say right now, if a house can be covered like this, then it wasn't perfect to begin with.
And I'm covered in you. So yeah, it's a fire, it's a goddamn blaze in the dark.
I love the way the song changed there. Taylor's vocals picking up.
So yeah, it's a war, it's the goddamn fight of my life, and you started You started it.
This line is curious, completely putting the blame on the person who came into this situation and taking it away from themselves. I definitely feel like in a situation like this, if you're a married person, you can't just blame solely the person who you are having an affair with. But I find it interesting the person in this story is doing exactly that. Taylor's vocal change there, by the way, and the whole song's energy picking up, fucking perfect. It matches the lyrics as well, like, yeah, it's a fire, it's a blaze, and the whole song rages like it too.
Stop you putting roots in my dreamland. My house of stone, your ivy grows, and now I'm covered in you. In you. Now I'm covered in you.
We got Jack on this one as well. I feel like this entire album took all of the pop out of Taylor. Every single ounce of it. We've literally listened to 1989, which is an incredibly pop-heavy album. Reputation, incredibly pop-heavy album. I mean, even Midnights could be considered a very pop-heavy album, you know? Different, but still pop-focused. But Evermore just bloody well isn't. In any sense, there is no pop to this. It is a country album. At least for me, that's what it feels like. And although it may be like a modern style of a country album, it's still a country album. It still has all the nature tones and country tones that you would expect in a song. It's still very piano, violin, and guitar focused. And there's no real pop instrumental other than the odd drum beat there. And I would say this album definitely, for me, feels like a modern Taylor Swift version of a country album. You know, that's probably why I can feel so much relationship between this album and a lot of her older albums. It feels like a bridge between the newer Taylor and the old Taylor. It feels like that thread, like, between the two over the time of her changing. This sort of album shows the world that she's still the same. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me. Because it feels like this album could have been released 15, 20 years ago, but also fits very well now. Because it really does feel like this is what it feels like to me. It feels like Taylor going back in the mindset of what she was like when she created her first couple of albums now. You know, taking her modern mind, her developed mind, going back then and creating an album through her new eyes, but trying to look through her old eyes. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not trying to be too deep or profound with it. That's how I feel. And I feel like the whole album feels like that. And that would explain why every song is a story. I feel like with country music, and as someone who loves country music, that's what every single country song feels like. That's why I love it so much. It's because country music feels like a story. It feels like a journey we're going on. It feels like a story we're being told. And I really love that. And I feel like that's what this album feels like too. Every song is a story. You get lost in every song. Every song could be its own music video, own mini movie. And that's what it feels like. It really does feel like the connection to the younger version of Taylor. And I love that. I love the tales that we're being told. I love the different perspectives we're analyzing. And I love the beauty in the simplistic stylings and tones of Evermore. It feels very nature. It feels very rustic. It feels very stripped down. And I love that. Because it just makes Taylor's voice shine and glisten. It just makes the songs hit that much harder. It just makes you highlight the beauty in the lyrics. It really makes Evermore just stand out as something incredible. And every song we've heard today and every song I've heard so far has just been pretty freaking amazing. It's a fantastic album. I'm really loving listening to it. And I hope you guys are enjoying my reactions to it as well. If there's anything I missed or any perceptions you want to let me know, put them in that comment section down below. I try and read as many comments on my videos as I can. So let me know. What was your favorite song we checked out today? And yeah, that's about it. If there's any other reactions you'd like me to do, put them in the comment section down below. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more. And as always, my friends, have a wonderful weekend. And you will see me in the next video.